part of my. Okay, so we deal with St. Thomas Aquinas on robbery. Um, First, how does Thomas Aquinas define robbery? For Thomas Aquinas, or St. Thomas Aquinas, robbery is the act of taking another's property. Okay, so the act of taking another's property through violence or coercion. The definition of St. Thomas on robbery is very similar with our own contemporary definition of what robbery is. Now, unlike theft, as I asked the reporter a while ago, well, theft is characterized by stealth, whereas robbery is characterized by force, or there is the involvement of force. Now, robbery in Aquinas' view no, violates uh, violates the principle of justice and charity, and it is a grave offense. No? Robbery is a grave offense against both human law or positive law as well as divine law. Now, let's proceed with the moral wrongness of robbery as viewed by St. Thomas Aquinas. Aquinas argues that property rights are derived from natural law. Kanina sinabing report, natural law. Okay. Property rights is derived from natural law. Aquinas believes that private property is necessary for human life and social order. So private property is necessary for human life and of course social order because it encourages responsible stewardship and productivity. So taking another's property forcibly undermines the social goods and it creates disorder. So number one, deal with natural law and property rights. According to Aquinas, natural law justifies the possession of property. So natural law that justifies the possession of property. While God created the earth and its resources for the common good of all, humans have the right to possess private property. For what? To ensure order and efficient management. Now, robbery here, robbery disrupts this rightful order. No? This order we're talking about. No? Robbery disrupts this rightful order, violating the natural laws prescription. What's the prescription of natural law? Peaceful coexistence and respect for ownership. So these uh, are the prescription of natural law for peaceful coexistence and respect for ownership. Next point is robbery and justice. Aquinas categorizes justice class as one of the cardinal virtues. So justice as one of the cardinal virtues. emphasizing that it governs right relationships between individuals. Now, robbery is an act of injustice because it deprives an individual. No? Why is it an act of injustice? There is the deprivation, deprives an individual of what is rightfully theirs. No? So justice demands that people respect. Now, what is the demand of justice? That people uh, respect property and well-being of others. And any action that intentionally inflicts harm or loss, no, as robbery, is morally reprehensible. Now, the next point is Thomas Aquinas' view on intent and circumstances. While robbery is inherently sinful, okay, robbery is inherently sinful. Aquinas acknowledges that the culpability of the act, the culpability of the act can be affected by the circumstances and intention of the individual. However, no situation can justify the violence or coercion. So when we talk about violence and coercion, there is no justification. No justification. Since it always entails what? Harm to another person. There is violence, there is coercion, then somebody's harmed. The next point of Thomas Aquinas is, of course, what are the exceptions, no? And necessity. The reporter kanina uh, sinabi niya about the necessity, no? The exception on the view of Thomas Aquinas and robbery. Aquinas does discuss situation of extreme necessity. There is this extreme necessity where natural law, sabi ng natural law, allows for the, no, natural law allows for the appropriation of another goods. Appropriation of another goods. And this is not viewed as sinful. No? So this is not viewed as immoral. For example, if a person is in imminent danger, the person is in imminent danger of starvation, mamatay na, it may not be sinful to take what is necessary to preserve life. No? So, kumuha siya ng tinda doon, tas kinain niya. Dahil gutom na gutom siya at mamamatay na siya sa gutom. Provided there is no other way to meet the end. Provided no other way but to take the bread which is there in the store displayed for sale. However, this exception applies primarily to situations involving theft rather than violent robbery. Exception nito ay present sa theft rather than robbery. Why? Because of the presence of violence and coercion. Even in dire circumstances, Aquinas stresses the importance of avoiding harm to others as much as possible. So kinuha mo lang yung naka-display na pandesal doon sa tindahan dahil gutom na gutom ka na at mamamatay ka na sa gutom. Did not do it in a violent way, coercive way. Simply the person simply took it and ate it. So it's justified. No? Now, let's proceed with the point of Thomas Aquinas on divine law and eternal consequences. From a theological perspective, Aquinas emphasizes that robbery is not only a sin, no, against human society, but also a sin against God. It is a violation of the commandment, thou shalt not steal. Now, robbery has an eternal consequences. And the sinner must seek repentance and make restitution to be reconciled in order to be reconciled with the divine justice. No? To be reconciled with the divine justice or God, no? Divine justice. Okay. Divina Justitia. Thomas Aquinas holds that sin against others, particularly sins of injustice like robbery, require restitution, no? To restore, restitution to restore the balance of justice. So, St. Thomas Aquinas views robbery as a grave sin against both natural and divine law. It is an offense against justice, a fundamental virtue necessary for social harmony and moral order. While Aquinas recognizes that the preservation of life may occasionally excuse the taking of another's property in cases of necessity, this does not extend to the use of violence or coercion, which is always morally impermissible, as viewed by Thomas Aquinas. Now, as applied in the case of People versus De La Cruz, as reported by your classmates, we just want to take some key aspects, no, of Aquinas' moral and legal principles here. No? First, there is a violation of justice. According to St. Thomas Aquinas, robbery is a serious violation of the virtue of justice, which governs right relationships between individuals and requires that each person receive what is rightfully theirs. So the act of forcibly taking property from the victims and inflicting harm exemplifies a clear breach of justice. So Aquinas would argue that such a violent act disrupts social order and violates the natural law principles that mandates respect for others' property and personal safety. Second, of course, we have the use of violence and coercion. And third, we have the restitution and moral responsibility. And of course, the eternal consequence and repentance. Fifth, also we deal with natural law and social order. So, the violent nature of the crime aligns with Aquinas' assertion that robbery is a severe offense against justice and natural law. So the legal proceedings and punishment imposed by the court reflects Class A societal effort to restore order and address the injustice, consistent with Aquinas' view that human law should mirror the principles of natural law to maintain social harmony.